the force of nature. As of late February, since the first earthquakes, the number of deaths in Turkey and Syria has exceeded 50,000. During this period, there have already been about 10,000 aftershocks. They are recorded every 3 minutes. The climate is changing rapidly, and in the near future, the situation will get even worse. But we still have some time to change everything and save our lives. If you feel that we are in trouble and we should hurry up to be able to survive, visit creativesociety.com and watch the forum Global Crisis. Our survival is in unity.
I've never seen such a drought in Venice, where there were completely different problems. I've never seen anything like this. It's crazy.
The Venetian canals have become shallow. Locals have wondered what caused the muddy bottom to become exposed in some places. How extraordinary is this phenomenon? What is the cause? Astronomical processes, drought, or a Turkish earthquake? A little bit later about that. On February 2023, Venice's famous canals become more like streams. There is no other transport in the city except water transport. The work is hampered not only for the well-known gondolas, but also for vaporettos, river streetcars, and this is the main type of public transport in the island part of the city. The work of city services, in particular ambulances, is hampered as well. Some canals are sometimes impossible to move through at all. On February 2023, the water level in them dropped to 70 centimeters.
I see that sometimes the canal becomes impassable and the gondoliers probably use other routes.
Venice suffers from a rare low tide, which is exceptional not so much in absolute terms, but in its duration. The frequency of low tides has decreased over the past few decades, and today they are considered somewhat exceptional. Their number decreased from more than 100 times a year to isolated cases. Moreover, in northern Italy, water levels in the lakes and rivers have dropped to historic lows. The country's longest river, the Po, now has 60% less water than usual at this time of year. However, some experts say that such a catastrophic water level is not a direct result of the drought. The lack of rain has only exacerbated the situation. Returning to the causes of the shallowing of Venice's canals, astronomical and meteorological factors such as atmospheric pressure, winds and sea currents are among them. Many also attribute the phenomenon to the recent earthquake that occurred on February 20 in Turkey. Since almost at the same time, sea levels dropped sharply in Italy, Turkey, Lebanon, Israel and Cyprus. Perhaps as a result of the shifting of the tectonic plates, voids have been formed, into which the sea is sinking. If it's so, the world's oceans will soon make up for the lack of water, and the water level will rise up again. But if water escapes through faults into the Earth's interior and comes into contact with magma, an avalanche-like evaporation will begin, which will lead to even more catastrophic earthquakes and floods. You can learn more about the causes of climate change on the planet from the conferences and forums prepared by participants of the Creative Society project.
My eardrum, they let my ears popped, and then, yeah, it was pretty scary. And then my little brother, he was in a room in his iPad. I had to run and grab him. He was scared.
On February 26, 2023, severe storms caused a tornado outbreak in the central United States. About 10 tornadoes have been recorded in Oklahoma alone. For this state, this is the largest number of tornadoes in February on record since the 1950s. The natural disaster left behind destroyed buildings and overturned cars. Due to damage to power lines, more than 16,000 customers were left without electricity. There are fatalities and injured people.
I opened up the back door for just a split second, and it was like all hell breaking loose. And I saw power flashes back there at 9.
God truly blessed me for that, because if you've seen my house, if I was sitting in the living room, I couldn't have made it. And so I've lost everything, but I am thankful. Thankful that I'm here.
We invite eyewitnesses of climate disasters to an interview, as well as anyone who directly knows about it. Contact us and tell your story. For the whole world to know the truth, everyone's participation is important. Surely you have heard more than once the information that global cataclysms are gaining strength every day. And the recent events in Turkiye and Syria have made even those who had previously doubted seriously think about it. But what signs of nature do we still stubbornly ignore? And what is the black mark for all humankind? Let's figure it out. The most grandiose spectacle that a person can see from the Earth is undoubtedly the aurora, or northern lights. Such an impressive natural phenomenon occurs as a result of the interaction of the solar wind with the Earth's magnetic field. Normally, auroras are green or purple. But now the sky is increasingly flaring with the shades of red. In the last days of February 2023, powerful red-dominated northern lights were observed in different places on the globe, namely in Canada and US states such as Michigan, Washington, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. In Europe, red auroras were observed over the territory of Denmark, United Kingdom, the Netherlands, in many regions of Russia, and even in the sky over the Czech Republic, which is an extremely rare event here. In addition, in different regions of the planet, another unusual natural phenomenon is recorded: light pillars of the same red color. Humans intuitively associate the red color with anxiety and danger. What does this color actually signal?
What are those light pillars? Those are literally the power lines of our Earth's magnetic field, and they are so abnormally altered, so to say, that along those very power lines the cosmic radiation enters in the literal sense of the word, and when it interacts with air molecules, it tinctures those light pillars in various colors. When they are bright, white or blue, it is sad that they are there at all, that they are numerous and more of them are observed. Yet, that's not so terrible. But the fact that red tinges and literally red colors appear indicates that oxygen is already on fire, that everything is already much more serious, and the radiation is much harsher. Meanwhile, this indicates that more and more anomalous zones emerge in our magnetic field, since such problems arise along the power lines.
The information makes you wonder, will we continue to admire the mesmerizing beauty of the northern lights and pillars of light? Or will we hear the alarm with which nature is trying to warn us of an impending disaster? After all, this is the same black spot for all humankind. The problem of climate change is a complex interdisciplinary problem that covers social, economic, environmental aspects. Obviously, we need a more sustainable model of relationships that can withstand any critical challenges that occur both in climate systems and in socio-economic ones. Do you agree? Then give like and subscribe to the channel to learn even more information about the causes of the climate crisis and the way out of it.